you need to put in your hours, you need to put in the time, you need to put in the effort in order to see some kind of results. Hello lovely people, welcome back to my channel. It's Canisha. If you're new around here, my name is Canisha and I create video content on business, career, lifestyle and occasionally book videos. So if you like the sound of that, go ahead and hit the subscribe button below. So for this week's video, I figured I'd talk about something that I've struggled with on and off for many years now, and that is consistency. You're probably wondering, consistency, don't we all struggle with it? Yes, that's the issue. It's that we all struggle with it. And I was like, you know what, I really cannot be on my own in finding consistency really hard to do, especially when it comes to things that I enjoy or the things that I just want to be doing more regularly. So for me, consistency kind of looks like just saying that I wanted to do something and then just not doing it and not showing up for myself. And areas of my life that I struggled with consistency have been like fitness and health. So I'd sign up to go to the gym, I would go to the gym, but I often never made it past day 3. Like I have this thing where I just really get into something and I would do it every single day for 3 days, and then the 4th day is the day that I struggle with, and the few days after that, and then eventually I just like stop doing it. And so fitness is that area that I just fell off the wagon for in terms of consistency, or that I just have this 3-4 day rule where I can never get past it. And then other areas in my life where there is a lack of consistency actually comes to this channel and creating content for it and being regular for it. Because, you know, sometimes I just start a habit and I get into the swing of like uploading or recording videos, and then as soon as I don't feel like doing it, as soon as I don't want to do it, that's where it falls off. And if I want to be good at anything, or if I want to be good at more things, then consistency is core to that task. Like you need to put in your hours, you need to put in the time, you need to put in the effort in order to see some kind of results.
Because while you were sitting around, waiting, doing niche, I was out making moves.
I was thinking to myself the other day, why am I not where I imagine myself to be? And I was like, oh, you know, the pandemic's going on. I'm like, yeah, the pandemic's going on. Or I'm like, oh, if I just had more money, then this would be the thing that would solve that problem. And I was like, yeah, these are all external factors, but what internally is the thing that might be preventing me from getting to where I want to be? And my answer came down to consistency and fear, but that's not the topic for today. It's consistency. So yeah, I let consistency get in the way of doing a lot of things and forming habits which can help me get, you know, results or just be in a better place. Because if I like fitness, when the feeling I have afterwards, then why wouldn't I want to keep on doing that thing? Or if YouTube, if I want to be better at editing, or if I want to be better at feeling confident in front of the camera, then I need to do it more often. That's a long roundabout way of saying why I thought I'd talk about consistency today. And I figured if I might be feeling this way, then maybe somebody else might relate and could do with some of the things that I'm doing and I'm implementing into my life now to help you. So the first thing that I am doing to become more consistent, or that you could try to do to become more consistent, is to make it easy for yourself. I look at this as, if I say that I want to do fitness in the morning and wake up for yoga, then making it easy for myself looks like getting up my yoga outfit or what I'd wear to do it and making sure it's by my bed, so that I don't have to think about it in the morning and it kind of feels a bit seamless. Or it might be when it comes to creating YouTube content and making videos, making it easy for myself is planning what I'd want to be recording and putting the time into that, so that when I sit down in front of the camera, I have a good idea of what I want to talk about, what that's going to look like, and it just stops the excuses snowballing. The next thing that I say in order to help with consistency that I'm trying to implement myself is to start small. Like, one of the things that I get into the habit of doing, ironic, right? Because I can't form habits. But one of the things that I constantly do is I have a thought at 1 in the morning when I'm like, I want to change my life. I'm going to start now. I'm going to start eating correctly. I'm going to start working out. I'm going to start doing this. I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to start doing this. And I'll have like 5 things that I want to start doing more regularly in my life. But the issue with that is that that's 5 whole new types of habits I'm trying to form and implement into my life, and that's so unsustainable, at least to do it all at the same time. But my advice is to start with one thing. So let me pick one thing that I want to work on for 1 month and then just implement that in my life rather than trying to do all 5 things. So my one thing that I'm trying to do consistently relates to my YouTube channel and to sit down, record, edit, upload videos. So just 1 month where that is my priority habit that I'd like to form, and then take it from there. And if I extend this to maybe do like, what if I just do something for like every 3 months, so that's a habit I start to form and implement into my life, then I could, by the end of the year, have 4 different regular habits in my life. So it might be reading every day, creating regular YouTube content, working out 5 times a week, that sort of thing. Those are each separate goals that I would set for that chapter, that 3-month period, just to get consistent with. The other thing that I'm doing to become more consistent, and it could help you too, is to do it when you don't feel like doing it. Now, as soon as I don't feel like doing something, I will not do it. And so this is a really sticky point where I really need to push past those initial thoughts that I have, where it's like, you know, let me just relax, let me just watch TV rather than get up and work out or get up and film this video. Like, let me just do what I'm doing already, because that's going out of my way. But with anything, to be better and to be showing up for yourself, it means showing up at times when you don't feel like doing that thing, but you know that feeling after you do it, that you'll feel great. So tell yourself and promise yourself that you'll show up even when it's hard and even when it's the last thing that you want to do. Because I think honoring yourself and honoring the word that you have to yourself is one of the best things that we can do for ourselves and for the people around us. Because if you can't keep your own word to yourself, then what more keeping words to others? And that is a personal call out to myself. Like, if I need to show up more for myself so that I can show up for people and trust my words, because if I'm telling my mind that I'm gonna wake up at a certain time and I never wake up at that time, I consistently set that goal, I'm training my brain, I'm training the way that I think, the way that I operate, that I can just say things and not have to follow through with them. Like, that's not how life works. Like, if you say you're gonna do something, you need to do it, and that applies to ourselves. So show up when you don't feel like showing up and it feels like the last thing that you want to be doing. I think that's really, really important. So yeah, those are things that I just want to do in my life at the moment to try and be more consistent and to get results in whatever it is that I want to put my mind to. And I think if I just follow those 4 steps, I think 3 or 4 steps, I can't remember how many I said, I think that would be a great first step in becoming more consistent, and I think that would work for you as well. But this is a journey, I'm still figuring it out, and as I learn more and as I figure out more, then it's something that I'd share with you and take it from there, kind of thing. So yeah, those are the things that I am doing to be consistent, and I hope they work for you too.